Hari Om. Dear fellow member of Vasudev Kutum, dear fellow wave on the ocean of pure consciousness, today we'll be reading from the 10th path of the Muktananda Gita, Song of the Path, Siddha Gita. Constant unremitting vigil over our behavior is the highest self-effort that we can make. Let me repeat that. Constant unremitting vigil over our behavior is the highest self-effort that we can make. Constant vigil on a half-hourly basis on whether or not we are keeping to the precepts of living the perfect day is correct effort. Let me repeat that. Constant vigil on a half-hourly basis on whether or not we are keeping to the precepts of living the perfect day is correct effort. It is easy to persuade ourselves to relax just this one moment, just this 1 hour, to break this rule just this once, not to concentrate just this one moment, to overeat just this one lunchtime, to have this unscheduled snack or gossip just this once, to oversleep by only half an hour. Let me repeat that. It is easy to persuade ourselves to relax just this one moment, just this 1 hour, to break this rule just this once, not to concentrate just this one moment, to overeat just this one lunchtime, to have this unscheduled snack or gossip just this once, to oversleep by only half an hour. Correct effort this very hour makes for much less effort needed for spending the next hour correctly. Let me repeat that. Correct effort this very hour makes for much less effort needed for spending the next hour correctly. Neglect in following the rules this hour makes it much harder to keep to the precepts for the next hour. Let me repeat that. Neglect in following the rules this hour makes it much harder to keep to the precepts for the next hour. Effort cannot be relaxed for even a moment until perfection is attained. Then all rules fall away by themselves. Let me repeat that. Effort cannot be relaxed for even a moment until perfection is attained. Then all rules fall away by themselves. We should first perfect the timing of all actions, then perfect the attitude with which we approach these actions. Let me repeat that. We should first perfect the timing of all actions, then perfect the attitude with which we approach these actions. Regularity of practice is all. Regularity of practice is all. Regularity of practice is all. The inner divine energy is infinitely variable. Growth is never automatic. Greater the effort, greater the reward. Let me repeat that. The inner divine energy is infinitely variable. Growth is never automatic. Greater the effort, greater the reward. We should preach only to ourselves. We should practice what we preach. We should preach only to ourselves. We should practice what we preach. The attitude with which Guru Seva is approached is all. We should do it in the spirit of making a loving gift of time reverently offered to God. Let me repeat that. The attitude with which Guru Seva is approached is all. We should do it in the spirit of making a loving gift of time reverently offered to God. One-pointed concentration on doing Seva perfectly is necessary. However unimportant the task we may consider, the actual task involved. Let me repeat that. One-pointed concentration on doing Seva perfectly is necessary. However unimportant we may consider the actual task involved. Total obedience to those set above us. Total cooperation and respect for those working for or with us. Let me repeat that. Total obedience to those set above us. Total cooperation and respect for those working with or for us. Enough for today. Thank you for listening.